Hi friends, and welcome to my 2-for-1 skiff boat build series. That's a tongue twister. In this video, we are taking inspiration from my most popular build yet. Yes, the stand-up skiff that had over 500,000 views. I am taking 2 duck boats. We are cutting them apart, test running them, and turning them into 2 pretty cool skiffs. This will be a 2-part series with 2 boats in each video. So if you like wild and crazy builds, buckle up folks, because here we go. So without further ado, let's build. What you got, Kyle?
I got a 5-horse propane motor. Make sure you ain't got no bugs in it.
So who makes these? Obviously. Who?
Lear.
Is it made by somebody?
Nope, this was a standalone California company.
Propane, you don't have to worry about the carburetor being gummed up or dirty.
Never goes bad.
Just hook up your fuel.
Go get a bottle from Tractor Supply. Go drive this one.
All right, so what we're doing, we're gonna take the boat to the water, put it in, do a float test, get a water line figured out. We figured, well, since we're doing that, we might as well take it for a little spin and see how it does. So, oh man. So I'm gonna search for a tiller extension and look what I found. Pow! Yes. These actually work really well. You know, for low horsepower applications. So I'd probably say like 9.9 or lower. These work really well. This is the Minn Kota one, but this will be perfect, especially for this little motor. Just testing out some balance and seeing what I'm actually really interested what this 5-horsepower propane motor is going to do on this thing. What do you guys think? How fast do you think this boat is going to be with the 5-horsepower motor? I don't know. This boat, you know, it's got a lot of volume, you know, so it's going to sit really light, I think, with just Kyle. And with this handle, getting the weight kind of proper, I think it's going to cruise. I'm going to make a guess. I don't think it will get on plane. Oh man, it's going to be real close. Real close. But I'm going to say it's either going to do 8 miles per hour or it's going to do like 12. So that's my guess. How fast do you think this boat will go with 5 horsepower?
We're gonna break Aqua speed record. It's gonna be scary.
How fast the duck boat will go with 5 horsepower?
1 miles per hour per horsepower. That's my guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 8 tops.
That's what I said.
Yeah. If you're, are you both gonna be in the boat?
No, just him.
Oh, maybe 10.
Whoa!
I mean, apparently you have been in one of those propane. Just need to have a bottle in it.
It's the beach! Kind of.
Have you never been over here?
No. What? I know.
I think maybe a paddle would have been a good idea.
Oh yeah, that would have been a great idea. So one of the cool things, actually it's kind of amazing, growing up as a kid down South Miami, oh, of course you always see Lake Okeechobee on the map.
Right.
But never actually experiencing Lake Okeechobee till recently when we took the Intrepid. So I'll show you some clips of it right now, of this Intrepid that Kyle and Steve, the whole Lakeshore posse, repowered. We took it for a test run. It was my first time going on Lake Okeechobee, but today we're gonna do it again. It's really cool. I love this area. I've always loved Lake Okeechobee, or the town of Okeechobee. Now I get to experience the lake, which is, it's really wild. You don't have to rinse your motors off after running them. That's kind of cool. Check this out. This is where Kyle parks. So we're doing this build with my friends at Lakeshore Marine, out in Lake Okeechobee. So in some of my past videos and a lot of the future videos that you guys are gonna see, I show my buddies at Lakeshore Marine, Steve, DJ, Stormy, Kyle, the whole posse out there. They're amazing human beings. They're a Suzuki and Mercury dealership. And well, there isn't an outboard dealership out there that I know of or have heard of that provides better customer service, better value, better experience, and just an overall great experience. Lakeshore Marine is top notch. I honestly can't even put into words how awesome Lakeshore Marine is and how good they've been to their customers from what I've seen and the experiences that we have had with them. So our goal here is to figure out a water line, you know, with Kyle and I in it. We're not small, so that'll be a good weight. Plus with the fiberglass that's on it, that'll kind of simulate what we're gonna add to it after we cut off. But we wanna figure out water line, and might as well do a little test run, so. Dude. This thing is like a little missile. Yeah, dude. It doesn't seem like it squats much. Dude, it looks really cool.
I like it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I want one.
You could tell it. You could tell it was right on the verge of. I mean,
Trying to do something.
yeah, like the wake. You could see it was like kicking up a biggish wake, so it wasn't quite on plane. Like an extra couple horsepower, and I think a 9.9. This thing would be just a totally different animal.
Wait till we put a 20 on it.
That's what Kyle wants to put on it. 20 horsepower. Definitely made a difference when you were forward versus back. So let's try for the hell of it. We'll both go for a ride. There's a lot of power, Kyle. A lot of power. All right, so we're gonna do a little test run with two people.
I got no forward. Oh, there it went.
Oh, it wasn't going.
All right, hold on.
Okay. Yeah. So we're riding almost 6 knots, 7 miles per hour. You can tell by the wake it's not getting on plane. We're just plowing through, but for a little 5 horsepower. Yeah. It's part of our stability test to show you how stable this boat is. No problem. If I fell in, would be amazing. Just walking around this thing on the, let's see, both of us on the same side. Not bad.
No problem.
Wow. That's kind of cool. Thumbs up. Kyle approves.
I like it. I want one.
Yes. So that was really purposeful. We pretty much realized that nothing needs to be cut off the side of the boat. So now we can go to disassembling and getting it prepped to do a solid deck. We'll get into all that good stuff. What is that? All right, so the plan is Kyle wants to do a complete deck straight across the top of this boat, similar to the old jet ski style build. I'll show you a clip right now. But it's gonna be a stand-up grab bar skiff. Kyle wants pure simplicity. He's got some good names for this boat he's gonna share with us later. No. But so what we're gonna do now is get the cap off. We're gonna do a couple cuts. And after that water test just now, we pretty much know we don't wanna make the sides any shorter. So what we're gonna do is trim the cap. There's a bulkhead right here, which you can see. And then this rear bulkhead. So we're just gonna trim right in front of it, unscrew the cap, do our cuts, take the center section out. Start from there. Get these gun drawers out. We do have to cut here so that this can be removed. Actually, so that the cap can come off and that this stays actually as a little bulkhead. So I think this cap's actually gonna weigh a little bit. A lot of it. And then this will stay as a sealed chamber. You can see in here, that's that bulkhead. This will be access to bolt whatever engine ends up going on it. We're gonna get geared up and do a little cut, unscrew. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, make it look like you just undid it. Yeah, okay, and
here we go, ready? Oh, wait, and action.
Action. Okay, Kyle is disassembling.
Taking this apart.
Just
got started on it.
Wow.
Man, that was so
that
easy.
Was fast.
I'm good. I am.
So sweet. It's a repurposed little davit. Now it's gonna be oh man. I need to put it up. I don't care what anybody says.
These don't go on boats. Any kind of boat.
Nope.
Ever. Never.
Well, there's a lot of them. Actually, not too bad. What we're dealing with now is there's like ancient paint sealing all these screw heads. And even with the pick, to try to get them, just not happening. So we got to go to another option. Since they are crappy screws, maybe we just drill them out. So if you're buying a suit, here's a little advice. Get like 1 or 2 sizes bigger than what you think you would need. So if you think you need a medium, get a large or an XL. If you want an XL, get like a 2XL. Because what will happen is when you bend over and try to do work, you'll blow out the crotch. And since Kyle's like 10 feet tall, he needs like a 5XL. Steve being the smart guy he is, we moved the boat so that we didn't throw fiberglass all over the shop.
You have to follow that last one.
What's
this etch and sketch?
it's
Just a
like butter. See what you're working with? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. That works too. But yeah, that's one way to do it.
Oh no, I broke it.
Here, wait, hammer it all the way. Then I can get a good video of it. When you have these one lamination, so a lot of like boats from the factory will just have something in with one lamination. You can almost chisel it right off, which is what Kyle's doing there, or rip it off. Yep. Yeah. Action, Kyle. Sweet. I can't be too light. Look how thick that is. For sure. What do you think it weighs?
Speed, man, just pure speed right here.
It's probably 40 pounds.
Yeah. Probably 120.
But you're strong, dude. Here we go. So now that we opened it up a little bit, hoping we can access some of these screws a little bit better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do something.
Not that one.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. Just time consuming. Nice. Still gotta cut that corner. Action!
Get out of here.
Isn't it crazy how much fiberglass flexes? It's probably like 5,200 or something bonding it.
Yeah, right. No one will ever take this apart.
Sweet. Well, this is pretty cool. They actually were pretty even on this hole cut. A lot of boats, they don't cut it too even, so I don't know what that measures out to be. It's a nice little relief. This might be the perfect relief to drop the deck, sit on this edge, possibly. So if the deck drops in, a 1-inch deck, yeah,
Deckception.
then it can be bonded and then wrapped over the edge with glass. That's what I'm thinking.
So you're gonna lay the floor right in here?
Right, so and an easy way to do a pattern is to just lay a 4x8 sheet right on, and then from underneath just scribe it with a Sharpie, right? So the deck's on, and just scribe. That gives us our outside. It'd probably fit nice and snug in there. What we're doing now is we're doing some mock-up, figure out where we want everything to go, grab bar, where Kyle's going to be standing, tiller handle length. Then from there, we can decide our bulkhead position. You know, we're going to want good support under where the driver's going to be, and then also an idea for a little boxed in below deck and then partial above deck box for gas tank and a little bit of storage. That's where we're at. No? Here, hold on.
5 horse. 7 miles an hour. 25 horse. Roughly 80.
Something like that. So I think this is where, so there's a little difference, which we figured we were going to do a couple inch raised above the deck is going to be a box, which the grab bar will mount to. So everything will be proportionate, a tiny bit taller. Here, wait, one more time. Like butter. You can probably get. I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for watching, and if this is your first time to the channel and you're enjoying this content, I highly recommend you check out some of my past builds and Bahamas adventures. And if you like what you see, well, you know what button to hit. And for those of you returning, you guys know how much I appreciate you being here. So thank you, thank you. On with the build! All right, so while Kyle is setting the motor up, I just finished going to get some gas, some Rec 90, non-ethanol. Should be ready to fire up by the time I get back to the shop. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited to see this thing run. So I ran this same 25 horsepower Mercury years ago and absolutely love the motor. They've gone through some refinements since then to lighten them up a little bit. They've got a much nicer tiller handle set up. And yeah, look at Kyle. He's all excited. Here we go. Kyle's smiling. That means he's getting ready to back the truck up. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready. Look at him go. Yep. Yep. He's ready. Let's check this thing out. Look at this little hot rod. Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, man.
Hot diggity dang electric start. I love this new cowl design. This thing looks pretty sick. It's like the new 450s or 350Rs. So one of the things cool too about this new tiller handle is you can actually switch it to go any direction. Are you going to cheat it to the left? I would.
Yeah.
Then you can be seating more seating more centered. That's naturally where it is for left-handed operation. One of the cool things is check out this tiller handle. So they've gone away from the twist shifter, which you could twist it into reverse, neutral, forward, which in theory that was really nice because you didn't have to reach into the motor, but they were a pain in the ass to adjust. They never worked good. You couldn't use a tiller extension. So this now is like, holy crikey. Kyle's about to adjust it, but you can switch this to tilt over and get a different angle on it. Now we can see it's angled to the left the way it should be. Now when Kyle's sitting right there, you can stay centered, just be holding to the side. You got your kill switch lanyard, also farther forward. It's not going way back to the motor. Where's that push start? Oh, and it's got a key. That's pretty rad. No one can steal your motor. Oh, that's super cool. Key switch ignition for the starter. This thing's bad. It's bad to the bone. Woo! Little hot rod. This thing looks so mean. Yeah, Kyle. It's about to go down.
No, not down.
No, no. All right, here we go on the test run. Look at that thing. I love the look of this. Kyle just left me. I was going to ride with him. He just took off. All right, I'm going to the boat ramp. Here we go. To the boat ramp, test run, 25 Mercury. We really don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be fun. What do you think, Kyle? That thing looks like a little hydroplane or race boat. Oh, that thing is bad. First run. Yeah. It's on plain easy. Yeah, man. Dude, it looks so much fun. Looks like so much fun. Sits good in the water.
Everybody knows it's been a really long time since I drove the door handle. Don't judge me.
Okay. Huh?
It'll be alright. Man, you know what I just thought about? The trailer's not in the water either.
No. Here we go. Oh, dude, easy. Easy. A little bit of rain. So Kyle gave this skiff a fresh new paint job, and well, he wanted to give it a little sandbar trip before we cut it down and started rebuilding it. So after an afternoon at the Stewart Sandbar, I think Kyle was pretty happy, but definitely had some ideas for how he wanted to rebuild this skiff. So now it was time to head back, take the boat back to Okeechobee, and well, time to start the build. So I didn't get video of tearing the boat down. Kyle went ahead and did that and then brought it over to my place. But here you can see that we cut the floor out and left just the edge. We also did 2 laminations on the center area just to strengthen it up a little bit. Here you can see a 4x8 sheet of foam that we're gonna cut and shape to become a center stringer. And this will then be the support for the new deck. Here I'm checking to make sure that the clearance is proper between the bottom of the new deck and the stringer. So our deck is going to be made of a 1-inch piece of Nitacore. That's a honeycomb type of material. Here you can see at the same time I'm making the transom out of Kusa board and just creating it all so that it can be tabbed in after. So this is the deck panel after 1 lamination of 1708 fiberglass. And then once that's cured, we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to do 2 laminations on the top side. You can also see the template in the background, and you can see where it's already been traced onto this 4x8 sheet. So now we're going to take it off and cut it and fit it on the boat. But other than a 1-inch sheet of plywood, yeah. Right, got our template. Let's cut it out. Solid. So now it was time to laminate the deck and tab in the sides. So you can see on the edge a putty that I mixed to create a fillet and a little radius. We laminated over the entire piece, over the sides, and we decided to go with a higher deck. This way water could funnel to the sides and keep your feet dry. Also, where the transom is made of epoxy, we didn't take the deck lamination all the way back. We let it cure, and here it's all scuffed down. This way we can use epoxy to tie in the transom to the rest of the laminated deck. After everything cured for a couple days, we went ahead and scuffed it down, rolled a non-skid gel coat, and using this epoxy, as long as you mix it proper, you can roll gel coat over it. Here we've taped off the non-skidded gel coat and now gone with the gray on the outside of the center deck. Came out pretty nice. Well, friends, this concludes part 1 of the 2-for-1 build series. I hope you enjoyed this video. In part 2, we're going to be wrapping up both of these builds. Thank you again for watching. All your likes and comments. I appreciate you guys, and you are the reason I do these videos. So until next time, I'll see you guys soon.